DC is doing it. They announced an animated Absolute Batman show that's going to be coming out sometime in the future. They didn't give us a date. All they said was that it's in very early production right now. So it's probably going to be a few years before we get it. But we know that's going to be a full CG animated show, and that Scott Snyder is going to be executive producer and showrunner, which is huge and I think a great idea. And also Nick Dragotta will be a producer on the show as well. So far this sounds great. I'm really excited about this. A few months ago, I made a video talking about Jim Lee's comments on manga versus American comics because there was a discussion going around, and Jim Lee was asked, and he's talking about how, why manga is so much more successful than American comics right now, why so many more people are into it. And in that video, I made a point talking about how a big reason why manga does so much better is because they have a lot of essential one-to-one adaptations for their animes. I know not all of them are, but a lot of them are very close to the source material, and so it gets people very interested in reading the source material, especially when you have like a show where you're in between seasons, you're waiting for season 3 to come out, but the comic is on story arc 17, so people are like, ooh, I don't want to wait few more years for the anime to come out. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into the comics, into the manga, and check that out, and read it that way. And there's a lot of people that do that. You get a lot of crossover, to where with American comics you don't get that because none of the TV shows are like the comics, none of the movies are like the comics, and you just get very few people that cross over that check out the comics. Like even in the MCU's heyday, when it was dominating the box office, so many people loved the MCU movies and everyone was going to go see them. There wasn't much crossover into the comic book world. That didn't translate into comic book sales. But if you had an actual sort of serialized TV show, like an animated show that adapted a comic book, I guarantee you get people into it. And you already have essentially kind of proof of concept because of how bonkers people have been for Absolute Batman. This comic is outselling everything else, and it's not even close. It is huge. Absolute Batman has been a phenom in the comic book world. It's crazy. It's even making waves outside of comics. Like other people have heard of it that aren't just obsessed with comics. It's crazy, and I'm so happy about that. And I'm really digging Absolute Batman. The Absolute line overall has some good books. Like Absolute Superman's been really good lately. Absolute Wonder Woman's pretty good. Absolute Flash was terrible at first, but the last few issues, since like issue 13, it's actually picked up and been pretty interesting. I like the addition of Linda to that. I think she's really helped that book. So yeah, there's some good stuff with the Absolute Universe, and who knows if Absolute Batman takes off, if it does really good, maybe they'll be like, hey, we'll do some other Absolute books, hopefully, because we get a lot of Batman everywhere with DC, and I get it, he's their cash cow, but it would be cool to see them diversify a little more. But there are two main things that they need to nail with this show in order for it to really get over, in order for people to really get behind it. And for me, those two things are, one, the animation style. So we know it's going to be CG, so it shouldn't have the problem of like Invincible, where it's like, here's a PNG that's being dragged because we don't have the budget, because we spent all our budget on celebrity voice actors. Hopefully it shouldn't have that problem because it's going to be full CG. But the problem with some of these CG shows is they're really ugly. Like the art style they use with these CG shows can be very ugly. Like that was my issue with the Green Lantern, the animated series, and Beware the Batman. A lot of people liked both those shows. I couldn't get into either of them, not because of writing or character work or voice actors or anything like that, but because the shows were so damn ugly to look at. I just couldn't do it. Or like also Star Wars Rebels. Like I liked Clone Wars, and I have my issues with it. It's I'm mixed on it, but overall I liked Clone Wars. But then I tried to watch Rebels. I'm like, it's so ugly. It's so much uglier than Clone Wars. Like I hate this art style. So if Absolute Batman doesn't have a good art style, then it's gonna be hard for me personally to get into, and I think probably other people as well. I don't think I'm alone here. But hopefully with their CG, they are able to sort of ape Nick Dragotta's art style, because his art style is a big reason that book is successful. It lends itself very well to the absolute insanity of Absolute Batman. That book is nuts, and Dragotta's artwork, I don't think it's ever been better. Like I've liked Nick Dragotta's work in the past, but I don't think he's ever been better than what he's doing in Absolute Batman. I think he's really at the top of his game and like in his wheelhouse. Like this book and him are a match made in heaven. Like he's perfect for this crazy stuff. Like his art style works really well for it. So if they can do something, they can sort of do something similar for this show, I think they'll have a big success there. Now, the other issue I have, that potential issue I should say, because we don't know, but just something I'm pointing out, is voice actor, especially for Batman, you need to get someone that fits for this Batman. It's huge, because if you get a bad voice actor, then it's over. But also, you can't go the Invincible route and go celebrities. Please hire actual voice actors. Spend the money on animation. We don't care about celebrities voicing characters. You're not seeing them. It doesn't matter. They don't do any better than the actual voice actors. Spend your money on actual voice actors. They're actually better at the job of voice acting, and they cost less. Please, for the love of God, don't hire a bunch of celebrities like Invincible has done. That would be a shame. But again, they really need to nail Batman specifically. Obviously, you want everyone to sound good, but Batman, I am very curious who Scott Snyder hears in his head when he's writing Absolute Batman. When he's writing that Bruce's dialogue, like, who does he hear? I'm really curious, because this isn't the Bruce Wayne that we know. This isn't the Bruce Wayne of old. This is a younger Bruce Wayne, and also comes from a completely different background, and he's huge also. So it's like, what does that guy sound like? He's not going to sound like the one we know. Because when I was thinking about it, I was like, I don't know who I'd have him, because obviously Kevin Conroy's the GOAT, but he's passed. And also, I don't know if his voice, even if he was still around, would really fit Absolute Batman, because, you know, this is a much different Batman. Then my second line is always Bruce Greenwood, but he's a much more mature Batman, so I don't think he would fit Absolute Batman. So it's like, who do you go with? Honestly, Roger Craig Smith, I feel like, might fit. We already had him, you know, for Batman Arkham Origins. He played a younger Bruce. It's like, that voice probably would fit, but I imagine they're getting someone new. I doubt they're going to get someone that has voiced Batman in the past. But as far as people that have voiced him in the past, my vote would probably be Roger Craig Smith. I think his voice would work for this younger Bruce. I think he could do something cool there. But as far as a newbie, I don't know. I don't know who I'd go with for someone that we don't know, because I think that's what they do. I think they're going to go with someone who hasn't voiced Batman before. Hopefully it's not a celebrity. Hopefully they don't pull that out. You know, that would not be good. That would not be to my preference. But I am excited for the show. We also got some other stuff announced. They're going to be doing a Crypto Kids show, and they also announced Joker Laugh Riot, which is going to be an anime, and it's about, like, someone kills Batman, Joker's running around trying to find the person who killed Batman because he's so upset. It's really just that one episode of Batman the Animated Series, but they stretched it into an entire show. Man, like, you see, are we, like, really digging that deep to get more Batman stuff? We couldn't have done a Wonder Woman, a Flash, a Green Lantern, something. Like, that's what we're doing. We're like, oh, man, we got the Absolute Batman, obviously going to be a hit. It's going to be huge. The comic is huge. What else can we do? Like, there's so many other people at that, like, Warner Brothers or DC's meeting, like, raising their hands, like, oh, I know. How about, well, technically we are getting a Green Lantern show. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. We're getting like a kids Jessica Cruz show that looks terrible and sounds terrible. And also we have the Lanterns HBO show. So I guess I shouldn't have said Green Lantern, but you know, you have other people around being like, oh, I know, we could do like a question show, be really good, like a nice detective show. And someone else is like, oh, Wonder Woman, you know, she's kind of being left out. What if we do Wonder Woman? We had that plan for that Themyscira show, right? What if we do like a Wonder Woman animated show? And then some dude at the back is like, what if we took that one episode of Batman the Animated Series and made it an entire show? And the freaking like James Gunn or whoever at the top of DC Animation is like, I like it. More Batman stuff. We get Batman adjacent. It's like, man, we're not going to put some sign on some other characters. Sad. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because I think this is a great idea from DC. I'm really digging Absolute Batman right now. It's been great. I really like what's been going on with Scarecrow. Really good comic. You should be reading it. It is worth the hype. The hype behind it is real. It's actually really good. And I hope they nail the show, because if they do, this could be huge. And I really hope this will ignite a fire in DC, and they'll be like, hey, we should do this for other things. Hey, we got a really good run on this book. Or, you know, Absolute Superman's been really good. Absolute Wonder Woman's really good. We greenlight shows for them as well. Hopefully do that. And then maybe, if we're really lucky, they'll go outside the Absolute universe and be like, hey, we got a really good run here right now. We can use this run for this. And it's like, that would be cool. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. What do you think about this? Are you excited? And who would you choose to voice this Absolute Batman? I really want to hear down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see y'all later.
Hey, skinny boy, saucy boy, I be running to the bank. Yeah, you know I hit the gas in the whip full tank. Riding past the ocean while I'm listening to Frank.